Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. What I'm creating for you today could hopefully simply be a relaxing video for you to use as you see fit, little ASMR, visual, and auditory triggers if you're into it. You could also use this as a means to communicate to your subconscious mind, send in some healthy, what I would call healthy, hope that's okay, healthy messages, things to chew on, concepts. And of course, if you're open to the concept of energy work by proxy, I am an energy worker. It's really what I do. Not that it being really what you do has to be a requirement for being an energy worker, as in you don't need to have clients to do it. That's not what I mean. But I do this with clients. I teach this, I study this, and it's really what I'm interested in. It has greatly impacted and benefited my life, and it's one of the reasons I make these videos, to share some ideas and just put some stuff out there that I believe that, I don't want to say the right people will stumble across, but it will be right for certain people to stumble across. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is a tiny bit different than what we normally do. Well, the way that I see it anyway. We're going to be working with crystals. And that's not uncommon for some of my sessions. My remote sessions. But what I want to focus on today is gridding the body. Specifically working with the primary chakra points, your crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and root. Also your palm points, your meridians, and just a general combing through your auric field as well. But I'm going to be gently talking about, properties of the stones that I've chosen for this body gridding. Hopefully giving you a little insight on how you can do this for yourself, of course, as well, in a more tangible sense. Now, the mind is so powerful. And that's one of the reasons these videos are, for those people who do feel effects of them, it's one of the reasons it's so, connecting, it's because your mind connects, your mind is in the beyond. Your mind doesn't necessarily require a tangible item in your hand to connect with the properties and correspondence of what it is. I don't need to touch, Mercury or touch, Venus to meditate on Venus and what it represents. I don't have to be, in love, let's say, to meditate on what being in love is and bring that into my energetic field. So I hope that lends a little bit of context to how you might work with this if you choose to. We are, of course, going to light a candle, set an intention. We've recently shipped the Cancerian season candles for Patreon, so I hope you'll be getting them soon. And I'm using the musk incense today because I think the crystal intentions have a bit of that, a little more earthy, right? Oh my god, it just looks so pretty in the light, like little butterfly wings. Okay. And we're going to light a candle on behalf of your and my and everyone else's highest and greatest good. And our intention today is, as always, or includes, as always, alignment, harmony, empowerment, balance, flow, clarity, whatever you need, We'd also like to set an intention for our subtle energetic fields, our expanded energetic fields, our mental and subconscious connection to correspondence, to meaning, to, the earth, to stones, to meaning, to intentions, to deliberate choice, and the why. Why am I choosing this stone? Why am I watching this video? That kind of stuff. But to focus on the alignment, the balancing, the empowerment. I know I said all these things, specifically of the more precise correspondence of your energetic systems, specifically in the primary chakras, as well as your meridian flow and your auric field as well, to just really attune these spaces to a very lovely resonance, a very strong, healthy, vibrant, vital, empowered. I'm sorry, I've said it 3 times already, I think, but a very just competent, sovereign, confident, knowing yourself and being on your path, being right in what is right for you. I know now I'm tongue twisting myself, but it's an intention of your divine alignment. I want to set intentions as well for your sleep, for your rest, in case you're using this to sleep too, because I think it would be a good one. Personally, I do love to grid the body and drift off to sleep, take a little nap, so we're going to include some sweet sleep intentions for you as well. Okay? And if you have your own wish, your own intention you'd like to set, please just have a look at this little flame, this little passageway, this little door, and send in your message. Read. Okay. Wonderful. So we're going to begin first by combing through the aura. And I'm using this gorgeous little druzy that my friend Andre sent to me. It's polished and raw, so it's just really, I just love this for combing. I've used it many times in my videos. Alright, and we're going to set an intention to connect with the auric field, the etheric field, the field around you. And just begin combing. And I, if you're curious, am focused on connecting to a very pure, if I may say. I'm so sorry. Mercury retrograde's over, technically. But I have had such extreme issues with typing and errors and communicating. So please, please, please forgive me. As I know I say all the time, please listen with your heart here. That's what's most important. But a pureness of sorts, a cleanness, a clear perception, of yourself and of the world around you. Clearing projections, clearing outside influence. And we're just going to sweep and comb through this field. Combing, transmuting, releasing, clearing. And those of you who practice this kind of work, well, I'm sure many of you would agree anyway, that so much gets done in the auric field first, before we even get into the session. And I want to thank you as well for your patience with the traffic outside. I do have the air off because it does get going very loud and startling, but I can't quite control the traffic yet. Okay, so we're going to focus now even more so. Focusing around the head. Combing around your face. Combing around, clearing your, the lens between you and your subtle senses. The lens. The receptors of your subtle senses. Clearing, clearing, clearing. By your ears. Your fingers, just for good measure. go around the back, and I'll bring you back so you're not out of focus. Around the back of the head, clearing the auric field around this like back area that might be influencing the back of your mind. Clearing, clearing, clearing. Going down your neck. Now around the front of your neck. Shoulder tops area. Down your arms. Down the length of your chest. Not touching, just hovering. The length of your chest. Your torso, your hips, down the front of your legs, past your knees, past your shins, past your ankles, all the way to the floor. And down your back, down the back of your shoulders, down your spine, combing through the spine, up to the back of the head, down the spine, up over the head, down the spine here, around the hips, around the back of the legs, back of the knees, back of the shins, or calves, excuse me, ankles, all the way to the floor. Alright, and because a lot of people love it, I'm going to bring in the selenite wand. Selenite collects a little dust, but it does not hold on to energy. It just kind of like channels it. Clears, kind of pushes out, and just moves it. So we're going to use this sweeping through the auric field again. Just combing through. Around, sweeping all around the body, over the head, like over the top of your head, spinning, focusing through the body. Again, over the head, focusing through the body, clearing this channel, the center channel, and then going down the back, shoulders and back, going in the crevices, the armpits, the nape of the neck, and if you don't mind, not like too personal, but just a swoosh, like between the thighs, knees, lower legs, and ankles. Okay. One last field cleansing before we move on. I'm going to use this black kyanite, which is, as you can see, very wing-like in the formations, and it's just, like, I can't get enough of these stones. I wish they were a little more, well, I don't wish they were a little more anything, they're perfect, but I do wish they were just a little easier to wear, like, as jewelry, because they're very brittle. Pieces fall off a lot. It's not really ideal for, like a piece of jewelry. Anyway, we're going to use these beautiful black wings to fan through and remove all, I'm using the word negative here, but I don't mean like a negative magnet, all like impure, all that is not you, all that is malicious, like final sweep. Some very powerful stones and methods here, but we're just sweeping, declaring your field, inner and outer, as cleared. feel through a bit of peace, a bit of relaxation, a open intention of energy for you as you see fit, as your higher self sees fit. I'm going to use a little of this dream balm from Deshamsian. Brows, the eyelids, and a little like the back of the head. It's not a strong smell or anything, okay? Alright, so we're going to start at the crown and work our way down for that grounding. For grounding into the experience here. Now, to be honest, when I do this for myself, I tend to start at the feet and then, kind of work my way up. But that's because I'm setting myself up. And it's kind of hard to put something on your head and then get up and do your feet, so it doesn't really matter, but I like to have the focus of grounding this down, So we're going to begin with this tektite for the crown. I forget the name of it. I got it from the Real Crystal Witch. It's a wonderful shop. Very really beautiful, really lovely stones. But this is not moldavite. It's like I'm wrong, but I think it's like Thailandite or something of where it comes from. And I kind of like moldavite is from Moldova. I'm so sorry, I don't know the proper. So just to show you what this looks like, it is translucent. It's a deep brown color. Sorry for the flash. It's hard to hold this button down for some reason. Like, how cool. And let me see if I can show you better. But I think you can see a bit of the texture there. What it looks like. So we're going to be charging the stone. And gridding the body and placing this in the crown. Okay. Alright, for the third eye area, we're going to be using this sugalite. Again, let me see if I can show you better. Also translucent, you can see. Beautiful soft purple, some red in there too, some clear parts. And the sugalite is absolutely wonderful for working with the third eye area. So we're going to again charge the sugalite for the empowerment of your inner mind, your subliminal mind, your subconscious mind. Do not be influenced, by anything that would not benefit you. And we're going to place this into the third eye area. Okay. Alright, and for the throat, we have this really cool, raw fluorite piece, cubic fluorite. You can see the formations. It's a gorgeous cube. And quite translucent, transparent even. We're going can be working with this for logic, for harmony of logic, for being able to think clearly, organized thought, a calmness to thought as well, because it is so organized, and easy to think. So we're charging the fluorite here. Clear thoughts, confidence of thoughts. We're going to place it in the throat area. Okay. Alright, next we have the heart, and I chose an emerald. It's actually quite a big gray matrix with a little piece of emerald in it. I would love to get some gemmy emerald, but I just haven't found any. So let me see how I can better show you. I'm sorry, I can't find my white light to show you with, but here's a little green piece. It's like a soft green. An emerald is very amplifying to my knowledge, and working with an amplifying stone. So you want to amplify as we charge this, the messages of the heart, so you hear them loud and clear. And I will bring you back now that we're working a little differently. Right, focused in the heart space. Okay. For the solar plexus, I chose this gorgeous raw tiger's eye. Sorry, I bumped you. This one's nice for scratching on. But to give you an idea of what it looks like, it's very satiny. Almost looks like furniture. like a really cozy chair, fabric or something. You can kind of see the satiny texture here. But I love tiger's eye for the third eye, but also for the solar plexus. Really anywhere, it's really good. For your confidence, for your foundation of self, knowing, yes, you shift, yes, you change, yes, you adapt, yes, you grow, yes, you develop. But under every leaf is the context, is the roots, is the experience from previous. You are born out of perhaps the ashes or out of what once was, but you're still very supported by that. And it's not wafty or wavering sort of energy. It's got all of your experience to back it up. Just charging. I'm going to focus into the solar plexus. Alright. For the sacral, I chose this very sweet Larimar. So pretty. It is like a soft blue color. A tiny bit transparent. How cool, right? Sometimes you don't think it would be, but it is. So dreamy. This is very oceanic to me, very nurturing, very supportive, very emotional. We just want to focus on your emotions, as deep as they are, just knowing that they are equally light. They can be equally light. They can guide you. You can kind of coast. You don't have to dig in. You don't have to fight. Supporting your relationships, supporting your creative force. How water brings life. And we're going to focus, placing this letting that creative energy flow. Alright, and finally for the roots, we have this, my gosh, I forget what it is. It's like a black garnet. Black garnet, I almost called it a black ruby. And this is just such a cool stone. It's so deep, so dark. There we go. All these gorgeous, cubic formations. How cool is that? And you could see not. Can't see through this one. How cool. I love this stone so much. And this is a great one to work with for, again, that structure, that support. Knowing that here you are connected. You can build. You can recreate. You can connect with resources. You can create experiences not only for you, but that others will no doubt experience as well. You can manifest. You can connect in ways that maybe, you felt limited before to even dream of. But there's so many different dimensions and possibilities and hidden paths and hidden codes. And it's all here for you. We're going to charge again. And place this in to the roots area. Alright, and now we have these greetings. We want to make sure that there is flow. These beautiful clear quartz chunks, pieces, points. These are from Monk and Moon. Use these to just move through the meridians, the channels, supporting your flow, supporting your outward flow, your inward flow, your receptivity, your movement of energy, your release, your creations. Just let this circulate as you rest, or go about your day. Just envision or connect with, sense this movement within you, this corresponding attunement on behalf of your highest and greatest good. Alright, so I'm going to place one going in your receptive hand and one going out with your dominant palm. I'm going to use a little spray and grab it. This is a Douglas fir spray from Deshamsia. Just for a little extra protection. you enjoyed your little session for today. Hope you're resting comfortably. Very much